Hi guys, today we're gonna do a very quick recommendation of one of my favorite comic books. It's called Blacksad, and it's made by some Spanish people, but the main audience is actually the French market. So it's published in French first, followed by a Spanish edition a few months afterwards, and then it is translated into English and Norwegian and Swedish and lots of other language, so hopefully you can find it in the language you prefer. I have the English edition, of course, and I really love it. Blacksad is about this private detective called John Blacksad, and he's a cat. It's a very realistic and dark series, but all the characters are animals, so this realistic world is like it take place in New York, but all the characters are switched into animals, and they have chosen like stereotypes of all the animals. So the police force are dogs, and like the underground people are reptiles, and there are also some racist polar bears because they are the whitest animal, and it deals with a lot of really grown-up issues. It's mostly about John Blacksad who gets a mission. Like he finds in the first episode, he finds a famous singer dead, and he needs to track the murder. So there's a lot of like murder and darkness and racism and all that stuff. So it's a series for grown up. It's not a child series, so I don't think your child will like it, and it might even be too dark and grown up for teenagers. But there are some teenagers who love the more grown up stuff, so maybe it can appeal to them too. What I like many things about Blacksad. I love the art. As I told you, there are some art here beside me. It has this dark and gritty style, but it also have like this watercolor touch to it. So it feels almost like painting. So like when you open the book, at some pages there are these gorgeous watercolor painting, and it looks really beautiful. And the really dark and gritty style is very well in touch with the dark atmosphere that the story have. So the story and the art is very well combined. In this volume, there are 3 stories collected, and there is also a prequel and a follow-up. But I think that this book that collects 3 stories is the very best. Not all 3 stories are equally great. So like when you read the first one, which I think is the best one, you might feel a little bit disappointed with the others 2, but they are still very good. And the Blacksad is such a cool character, and it has a lot of action and excitement. Being this dark detective series, it of course has all the elements that you expect from a series like that. So check it out. If you find Blacksad, I think you can buy it pretty cheap on like eBay or Amazon, and you can probably even buy it so you can download it to your iPad or whatever you use. I recommend it. It's a great series, one of my favorite. If I would do a top 10 comic book series, this would probably be on that list. So it's a great series, I recommend it. So check it out, and thank you for watching. I see you guys again soon. Bye.